Plants vs. Zombies. When it was in its prime, this series was absolutely everywhere. Everyone had Plants vs. Zombies 2 downloaded on their phone. I was destroying people in Garden Warfare, and I would constantly see this scary commercial. But what is the best Plants vs. Zombies game? Well, the king of Plants vs. Zombies has returned to give a definitive ranking on every Plants vs. Zombies game. Yep, including the bad ones. Like and subscribe or the sunflower is going to get you. Right, so first up we've got the classic, the original Plants vs. Zombies. This game was originally just a PC game and then they ported it to mobile and it went absolutely berserk. And now you can get it on literally everything. I'm pretty sure it's on the Leapfrog tablet. But does this game live up to its popularity? Yeah, it's really good. It's just pure, simple, addictive fun. There was no overly complicated mechanics. There were no microtransactions or anything. It was just, you know, the game. It is possibly the only tower defense game I actually enjoy. I'm sorry, Bloons fans. I just don't get it. The original Plants vs. Zombies is a sort of game that we're never going to get again. It was made in an era where people's attention spans weren't fried, so you could have a game as simple as this do really well. But now if you look on the App Store, every week there's like a new knife flip satisfying game that is popular for exactly 1 week, and then a completely different game is popular for another week, and then a different game is popular for another week. Like, I'm sorry, we're not going to have another game come out that has the bravery to have walnut bowling. Ever. Plants vs. Zombies really is one of the best games ever made. However, my ex-wife did sleep with the Pogo Zombie, so it's gonna have to go in A tier. And next up, who would have guessed it? We've got Plants vs. Zombies 2? How did they come up with that title? And if we're being honest, this is just bigger Plants vs. Zombies 1. It's got like 1 million levels. There are loads of plants, loads of zombies. It does have some microtransactions, I'll give you that, but you can just not buy them. Like, you're not forced to pay $30 for the Gorilla Pea Shooter. You can just play the game without spending money. I know a lot of people don't like in-game purchases, but like, you can just ignore them. I will say, it's not on PC, so that is a negative, I will say that. PopGap, you're really missing out on a huge audience of 10 people there. Is it better than Plants vs. Zombies? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's more Plants vs. Zombies, but I don't know if I can really say it's better. Maybe that's just my nostalgia brain talking, but I think I view it basically on the same level as the original, so it's going to also join it in A. I tell you what, guys, this is a groundbreaking tier list so far. I'm really changing the game with this one. But next, Whoo Mama, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. What a banger! Is it as popular as the first 2 games? No, not at all, but goddamn, is this game good. Now, if you're watching this right now, there's a very high chance you've seen my video on it. It's just a phenomenal game. How they managed to make a third-person shooter based on Plants vs. Zombies and it actually be good is beyond me. Like, the amount of effort that was put into it is insane. There are so many different characters and unlockables and, like, you know, different maps and modes, and it's just perfect. Does Call of Duty have exploding zombie baby? Didn't think so. I wish the original Garden Warfare had more players because I would just play it all the time. It's just so fun and nostalgic and just good. It's just damn good. I would probably consider this one of my favourite games of all time, so there is just no way it doesn't go in S tier. I'm sorry if that annoys you, but it's my list. And my rules. Yeah, but shout out Dr. Chester on the reel though. Real ones know. And now we're going from one of the greatest games ever conceived by man to this. So if you hadn't heard of this game, like I hadn't, Plants vs. Zombies Adventure is like a traditional tower defense game that was available on the most prestige gaming marketplace of all, Facebook. Yeah, this bad boy was competing with Bejeweled. Now tragically, I never got a chance to play this, so I can't like particularly accurately rate it. Like, I haven't personally played it. If I could, I would, but I can't, so I shan't. But from what I've seen of it and the reviews I've read of it, it's not very good. I mean, you can't really expect a particularly good game to come from Facebook, so, you know, it's fair enough, but it's just a weird, like, kind of Bloons-like tower defense game. It's just odd. It doesn't look atrocious, and people don't seem to think it's that bad. I'm pretty sure there is like a a remade version of it being developed by some fans who are like passionate about it, which is cool. But I do not care for the Facebook PvZ game. I'm sorry, I've said it. It doesn't feel right putting it in the dreaded no thanks tier, so it'll go in D. That's fair, I think. And right, I mean, the level of game goodness is going like this right now because we've got an absolute banger on our hands. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2! I mean, you can basically take everything I said about this bad boy right here and say it about this bad boy down there. How they managed to make not one, but two incredible Plants vs. Zombies shooter games is insane. This game is basically just an upgraded version of the first game. There's way more content, way more characters, way more maps, way more modes. This is the version that people still play to this day, which does make me a little sad because, you know, little MewZe was playing the first one. I didn't, you know, I was a bit early for the second one. But from what I've played of it, it is just so good. And it is probably better than the first. It's just my nostalgia's kind of boosting the first one in my mind. But I can accept it is better. Oh wait, but there is no Dr. Chester. Oh no, expectedly this game is gonna go in S tier because, you know, it is just the best Plants vs. Zombies game. I'm spoiling it now. Alright, none of these three are beating this guy. I'm sure some people are gonna be a bit annoyed that I prefer the Plants vs. Zombies spin-off to the original, but that's just me. Alright? It's just me. Don't shoot me. Put the gun down. Please. Just put the gun. Lucky this guy's here to revive me, right? But somehow, PopCap went from making these absolute bangers and this, to making these. So yeah, we've got Plants vs. Zombies Heroes, which is a Plants vs. Zombies card game. Maybe it's just me, you know, I'm not a huge online card game sort of guy, but this game sucks. I know it's not meant to be a traditional PvZ game, I know it's meant to be different, but I just do not enjoy it in the slightest. It just doesn't seem particularly different to any other card-based game out there. Yeah, like it's got the pea shooter, it's got the corn guy, but other than like the mascots in the game, it really does feel like any other card game. And by the way, when I say card game, I mean it's like Hearthstone. I'm not saying this is Plants vs. Zombies Poker, because that would be awesome. Okay, so I lost the house. Yeah, he had a chili bean bomb. I will say it does have more content than the Facebook game. There is more to do in it, and it does feel like a very polished game. So despite me not enjoying this sort of gameplay, I can respect it for what it is. So it'll go in C tier. And I mean, you'd think these games would get better. But no, Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville, the game that most people probably know me for. For some reason, people are still watching my video on it. I don't think it's that good, guys. Come on, I've got others. Have you seen my Super Mario Galaxy video? That's my only good one. It's just a worse Garden Warfare game. And some people get like mad at me that I say it's a Garden Warfare game, but come on. Like, it very clearly is. It's a Plants vs. Zombies shooter game. It's a third-person shooter with like all the same characters from the previous games. You're telling me it's not meant to look like a Garden Warfare game? You know, they took more of a focus on the PvE element, and the PvP just wasn't that good, wasn't that fleshed out compared to the originals. But it's not that bad. I think some people saw the thumbnail and title of my video and thought, oh, another video hating on this game, but I said in the video, it's still pretty fun. I mean, again, it's still pretty similar to the Garden Warfare games. It's gonna be some amount of fun. I do enjoy a lot of the PvP in this game. It's just worse than the Garden Warfare games. It's not bad, it's just worse. The art style did have quite a big downgrade, and they made weird decisions like having the, you know, skill tree sort of thing instead of the traditional like variants of the characters. But as I said, it is not that bad. It is not dreadful. So I'm very happy putting it in B tier. You know, it's better than the card game, but I mean, come on, it's not going to touch the originals. Come on now. In fact, you know what? I think I'm actually going to put this in S tier. Yeah, it doesn't seem right having the original just above Battle for Neighborville. That doesn't seem quite right. Yeah, I'm happy with this, because this series is a very good series, so I don't think it's the end of the world to have quite a few in S tier. These are all fantastic games. And now we are on to our final Plants vs. Zombies game, the game that currently doesn't exist. Now, by the time you're watching this, I may have a full video on this game out, but if you don't know, Plants vs. Zombies 3 is a sequel to Plants vs. Zombies 2, and it's had multiple betas and multiple releases, and every single time it has been shut down for being too bad. For some reason, they kept taking away from the originals rather than making them better. You know, they didn't make an improved experience, they were just taking the original and taking things away from it and adding pointless and harmful mechanics that were just made to take money from you, or, you know, like keep your attention like every other mobile stop game out there. Like, there's a live system. If you died too many times, you have to stop playing or pay money. Hell no. I'm broke. In my opinion, it's just like a slap in the face to the fans of this game. Like, you're taking such a beloved series with this many good games and just being like, oh, we don't care what you actually want. Here's mobile slop. At the time of this video's recording, this game is not released again yet, so, you know, maybe it'll be a banger, who knows? But I highly doubt it will be. Like, they've messed up so many times during the development of this already that it's kind of unsavable in my eyes. And you can hear more of my thoughts about this game on my main channel when I finish the video. Sorry if it takes a while. So, unfortunately, some people may disagree, but this is, in fact, my least favourite Plants vs. Zombies game, and it's going in the dreaded no thanks tier. And there we go, that is my official Plants vs. Zombies game tier list. Considering there is a very high chance you disagree with this list, comment below what your rankings would be, join my Discord so you can insult me, and like and subscribe if you want more Plants vs. Zombies content on this channel. Thank you for watching. The pea shooter is outside my house with a gun.